What is a vintage mountain bike good for? Take a look at Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, or even your local thrift store. 80s and 90s mountain bikes are a dime a dozen these days. Seems like no one knows what to do with these bikes. By all accounts, these are some of the most technically advanced bikes in their day, and now, no one will ride one on the trails. So why are these bikes so undesirable in the secondhand market? I have a few ideas. Mountain bike tech has made leaps and bounds since the 1980s. Practically every standard has changed. Modern bikes look nothing like their steel-tubed ancestors from 2 to 3 decades ago. Wheel sizes have jumped from 26 to 29 inches. Disc brakes are in favor over cantilever or V-brakes. Long quill stems and threaded headsets are out. Threadless headsets and short stems are in. Handlebars are wider. Your seat post goes up and down with a lever. Hell, no one even uses tubes anymore. Suspension for days. Even cable shifting seems to have vanished. Frame geometry has evolved massively. Steeper seat posts, slacker head angles, and longer reaches, all with the purpose of keeping you planted and in control on the trails. So why aren't older road bikes suffering the same fate as older mountain bikes? You can still buy a road bike with rim brakes. Wheel size hasn't changed in 40 years. And while they have adapted threadless headsets and better handlebar ergonomics, the geometry of road bike frames is still pretty much the same. For the most part, this means you can still put modern components on an older frame and get most of the benefits from the new tech. But why hasn't there been more innovation in road bike frame design? Well, it partially comes down to the UCI. World Tour road racing's governing body is a lot slower to accept change. Road racing is steeped in tradition, and the UCI's rulebook helps maintain and dictate bike standards. Just take a look at triathlon bikes. The UCI has no jurisdiction there, and these bikes look as futuristic as a modern mountain bike. The other answer is also pretty simple. Last time I checked, road bikes still ride on the same roads that are built for cars. Not a lot of innovation in the terrain department. Mountain bike trails have changed considerably since the 1980s and 90s. Mountain bikes have been pushing the limits of the bikes by building and riding gnarlier and gnarlier trails. Big drops, jumps, granite slabs, rock gardens for days. As mountain bike tech has gotten better, the easier the terrain has gotten. This in turn allows the trail builders to try cooler and gnarlier stuff. It's just gone back and forth like that forever. Cross-country races today look more like a downhill race from the 90s. It's gotten to the point where riding an 80s or 90s mountain bike on any modern trail harder than a green would be ill-advised and possibly life-threatening, although I'm sure many of you are up for the challenge. So now I pose the question, what do we do with all these bikes? Sure, they're not great for their original purpose, but maybe with a few component changes, we can make them great at something. Hopefully for a lot less than the cost of purchasing a new bike. I've seen and heard a few ideas. Turn it into a gravel bike. It'll be great as a commuter, around town bike, a touring bike, a kid's bike, single speed it, dad bike, dirt jump BMX bike, bike packing bike. Just upgrade everything to brand new components and ride it as a mountain bike. Well, let's find out. I'm going to focus on vintage mountain bikes and figure out what are they still good for. I'll give it a test ride and compare it to a similar bike that was built for that purpose. You guys can let me know which build you like the most. Together, we're going to figure this out. Oh, and if you have any ideas for builds, I'm all ears.